All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're taking a look at a really interesting community-focused organization called No Missed Opportunities, or NMO for short. We're going to break down what their mission is, the work they do, and of course, the people who make it all happen.
It's a pretty simple question, right? But the answer can be incredibly powerful. When you see a problem in your own neighborhood, you can kind of wait for someone else to step in. Or you can decide to be the one to take action. And that exact choice is really at the heart of how NMO even got started.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into the mission that drives NMO. Then we'll check out the actual services they're providing and their pretty unique approach to education. After that, we'll get to know the team behind it all, and finally, we'll talk about how you can actually get involved.
Okay, so let's kick things off at the very beginning, because to really get what an organization like this is all about, you have to understand their why. What's the fundamental reason that fuels everything they do?
And here it is, straight from the source. It's all about creating maximum positive effort. I love that phrase. It's not just about having good intentions, it's about building real momentum. And the key is that the power, that momentum, comes directly from the community itself.
So let's break that down. NMO is a nonprofit, and their whole approach is built on what they call sensible, data-driven solutions. Now that's a huge deal. It means they're not just guessing what people need. They're actually using real information to make sure their efforts hit the mark. And they do this in two main ways, through direct services and through education.
So where did they come from? Well, the whole idea started bubbling up before 2020. A group of people saw a need for a new, more energetic kind of nonprofit. In 2020, they made it happen. NMO was officially born. And ever since, it's been growing and growing, all because the community has had their back.
All right, let's move on and see how all that passion and conviction gets turned into actual action. This is where we look at the on-the-ground stuff, the real-world services that NMO provides. And wow, when you look at what they offer, it's a lot. They're helping people enroll in absolutely vital programs like CalFresh and Medi-Cal. They've got a fire relief initiative for when disaster strikes. They even help with housing and connect people to legal advice. This isn't a one-trick pony, it's a full-on support system.
And here's the really smart part. They're not trying to do all this alone. No way. They team up with specialists. They work with BenefitsCal for state aid, Excalibur Realty for housing, TNT for legal stuff. NMO is like the ultimate connector, a hub that makes sure people get the exact help they need from the experts.
But it's not just about immediate help, right? NMO is also playing the long game, focusing on empowering people through education. And that brings us to this really cool initiative they've built, NMO University. At NMO University, they give you options. There are basically two ways to learn. If you're a self-starter, you can use their advanced program and just go at your own pace. But if you thrive with a bit more structure, they have remote classes that pull in expertise from incredible networks like USC alumni and Harvard Online. It's all about flexibility. And get this, it's not just general courses. They have these super specific specialized programs. Case in point, the West Coast School of Cinematic Arts. How cool is that? It just shows they're committed to opening doors to all kinds of different career paths. So we've talked about the mission, we've talked about the services, but who's actually doing all this work? An organization is just its people after all. So let's pull back the curtain a bit and meet the human engine that drives NMO. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not some big corporate structure. It's a team made up of dedicated regulars working alongside passionate part-time volunteers. The one thing they all have in common? A genuine commitment to helping people. It's truly a grassroots effort. And to make sure all that passion is channeled effectively, they've got a really clear structure. It all starts with the volunteers, the helping hands. Then you have the interns, who are the frontline team. Team leads help organize them, and the project managers are there to guide the whole effort. It's a smart system designed to make a real impact. Okay, this brings us to our final section, and honestly, maybe the most important one. Now that we know what NMO is all about, let's talk about how you, yes you, can actually become a part of their story. And they make it super straightforward. It really boils down to three main ways you can help out. You can donate money to keep the mission going, you can volunteer your time and skills, or you can support them by buying something from their shop.
Think about it. A direct donation, even something like $20, goes right into funding all the amazing services and programs we just talked about. It's probably the most direct way to turn your support into real, tangible help for the community.
Now, this is something I thought was really clever. Their shop is more than just merchandise. The gear you can buy actually represents the roles inside the organization. You can get the same t-shirt the frontline interns wear or the polo that the managers have. And that LA Strong hoodie, that's for everybody, all the supporters who believe in the mission. You can literally wear your support on your sleeve.
And so, that brings us full circle. The name itself, No Missed Opportunities, is really a challenge, isn't it? It's a reminder that every single day offers us a chance to pitch in, to help out, and to build something better in our communities. So the final question isn't just about them. It's for all of us. What opportunity to make a difference won't you miss?